Good afternoon, everyone. Happy lunch hour. We'll just give everyone a few minutes to pop on here and then we will get going. I'm super excited. Super excited. My team's been working super hard and I'm really excited to bring you some good stuff today. Oh, there, now I see some eyeballs. Please comment and say hello. I'm so honored to have you join me here on your lunch break. Hopefully you are ready to take some good notes because I've got a lot of stuff to show you. Good afternoon. It is just noon here in Stouffville, which is just north of Toronto. For any of you who are just finding us and just learning about us. Hello, all of you from Ottawa and from the Toronto area. And I know we've had some people from the East Coast and the West Coast and Arizona and all those amazing places tuning in. So we were really honored to have so many people from across North America. And that is why we continue to do virtual classes. We love being able to reach all kinds of crafters across Canada and sometimes from the US as well. We love the fact that we can schedule things and have replay available. And we love just being able to reach as many crafters as possible. So for the foreseeable future, we are continuing with virtual classes. Everything you are going to see here today is a virtual class. Most of them will be on Zoom, so you will get a link so that you can join the class. We will record the class and then a video will be sent out once the class is complete for replay. There are, I think, maybe one or two exceptions where we will be doing it in a Facebook group because we are partnering with other people, other stores. But for the most part, everything here is going to be on Zoom. So now that we've got 21 eyeballs on, hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me on your lunch hour. Before I get into it, we're launching 13 classes today. I know 13 can be an unlucky number, but you know what? I'm just going for it. We have lots of amazing stuff to show you. And before I even get into it, I want to give a huge round of applause to my amazing team. We've all been working really hard to bring you some different ideas, a variety of styles, and just lots and lots of opportunities to learn and be inspired, because that's really what our driving force is keeping you crafting. And the one thing that I can bring to you, the one thing that our team can bring to you that nobody else can copy is our classes, is our ideas, is our ways of inspiring you to create. So that is what today is going to be all about. We will have all of these samples on display here in the store as well. So if you are local and you want to drop in and actually touch and feel the samples, by all means, come on in. But for all of you who are not close, that's what this session is for. Everything is already up and live on the website, papercraftersworkshop.ca. All you have to do is go to the homepage. We have a big banner, click on it, and it will show you all of the new fall and winter classes that we have available. I also created a little brochure. So this is what we're going to go through today, and I'm going to show you all of these amazing things that we have. You can register in the store or you can register online. Now, I will call out, there are a couple of classes that we are still either waiting for product or working on putting the kits together because they're a little bit more labor intensive. So just if you're going to register for classes like that, please do it on a separate transaction so that we can ship out stuff that's ready now and just hold on that one or two things that may not be available. You can, even if you want it shipped, you can choose store pickup and add to your order as we go along with a Build-A-Box. So don't worry about that. We will get all of that sorted out. All right. So the first class I'm going to talk to you about is a layout class. So this is a layout that I designed for a group that we went to visit as a crop, and we have supplies left over. Let me just raise my camera. This is a 2-page Simple Stories layout, and you will be learning how to use the Simple Stories page templates. This class is called a vintage layout using page templates. Pretty straightforward, and you will get all the supplies as well as the page template, and we'll go step by step through. We'll cut the paper together, we'll prep the layout together. It's a really pretty little layout, and I'll also talk to you about design tips and how I put this design together to help you with your future scrapbooking. So this is a class that I am teaching. It is going to be held on Sunday, September 18th on Zoom at 1 p.m. and the cost is $25 per person. So if you're looking on the website, you're going to look for the vintage layout. Sorry, let me bring it on camera here. Vintage layout using page templates. And that is class number 1. These first 4 classes are all going to be in September. Then we're going to talk to you about our our October classes. Let me just adjust my camera here a bit. And I do have one November class to show you. There are more coming. We are still designing, we are still coming up with ideas, and we are still waiting for products. So there will be more classes in November. Don't think we're going to stop teaching at the end of October. Whew! All right, I'm just so excited. I'm a little breathless. So let me just take that breath, and we're going to go on to class number 2. Class number 2 is called Doodle Seasons Cards with Chris. So this is an amazing class that Chris has designed based on a class that we took in one of our trade shows. And it is using a Wendy Vecchi stamp, stencil, and die set. I don't have it handy, but you get the all 3 items, the stamp, the stencil, and the die. But what Chris has done is she has also incorporated some doodling and some ink blending in different ways to create 3 cards. So card number 1 is going to be similar to this, where it's just using the ink blending and different kinds of inks to get you warmed up. Then card number 2, and it may not be in this order, so please don't quote me if it's in a different order, is this one here. And this is more of a fall card. And then we move into a holiday card or a winter card. And you can see all the intricate doodling. She's going to give you so many amazing tips on how to create these looks. Now, you can use any color of ink you want. In your kit, you will get one mini archival ink. Everybody's going to get a different color just because we decided to break up some sets. But feel free to use any inks that you have. Some of these techniques will work a little bit differently depending on the types of inks, but Chris will walk you through all of that. So this class is called Doodle Seasons Cards with Chris. Doodle, D-O-O-D-L-E. It's $29, and it will be held on Thursday, September 22nd at 7 p.m. Now, as always, if you can't make that class, if you can't make that time slot, do not worry. That's what the replay is for. So we will absolutely send you out that replay video. And if you have questions as you're going along, we are happy to connect you with the instructor to help you through the class if you have any challenges whatsoever. Okay, class number 3. This is also in September, Monday, September 22nd. This is a collaboration between Darlene and myself. We had long wanted to do a class with the Simple Stories Indigo Garden set. And so we took the card kit and we have deconstructed it. So we took apart all the pieces and we recreated the designs, not following the instructions. So how the class is going to break down is that Darlene is going to teach you how to do 4 cards, and then I'm going to teach you how to do a layout using elements from a card kit. So here are the cards. Darlene did an amazing job. If you love the Simple Stories vintage lines, this class is absolutely for you. And we have also modified it, and this is why we're bringing in a layout as well, because people were asking for more layout type classes. Now, if you are strictly a card maker and you don't want to do the layout, then by all means, come and just do the cards and then use the rest of the pieces to make more cards. We will not be taking score or seeing what you made unless you want to show us. And if you just learn things from us, that is really what the main intention of our classes is. So this one is a little easel card that just pops up like this. So these are completely different designs than what the card kit came with. And then just to show you the layouts, this is what the layout looks like. So we're going to go through all kinds of design tips, how to break things down, how to move things around. Please note that the gray is actually going to be replaced by a pattern paper. I just didn't have enough when I did my sample, but we'll walk you through all of that in that class. So this class is called Indigo Garden Deconstructed. It is on Monday, September 12th. So sorry about that. Little frog in my throat. It is on Monday, September 26th at 7 p.m. $35 per person. And you know what? If you guys like this style of class and this style of taking kits and breaking them down, we will happily do more of these in 2023. And then last but not least, in September, we have a class from our newest instructor, Marcy. This was a challenge that I put to her. I had some product that I wanted to use in a class, but wanted to get somebody else's take on it. So this is a hunky-dory class, but the most important thing to focus on is that it's fun folds. So we have, I'm just going to lay them out first, and then I will show you what they all do. So there was actually 5 cards in this class. Let me just move them up a little bit so we're on camera here. It's using 2 hunky-dory luxury topper kits. And those are card kits that come with punch-out pieces and background pieces and all kinds of things. While Marcy has taken them absolutely to the next level. So this has a great little Z fold. This one here is a step card. So it opens up like this. This one here has a bit of a surprise feature, showing you how to do some different techniques with your format. This one here opens like so. And this one, I believe she's adapting the mechanism, but it does have an interactive element in the inside. So you will get everything you need in your kit to make these cards, and she will take you through putting all these fun folds together and how to measure and how to score and all of that good stuff. And you will have supplies left over that if you want to make even more cards, you absolutely can. I mean, I just love the purple and the pinks in this particular line. And so this is the Moonlit Moments Fun Folds cards with Marcy. The class is on Thursday, September 29th at 7 p.m. for a cost of $29. Aren't they beautiful? And you know what? These will work for any occasion. Obviously, some of them birthday. You could swap out the sentiment on this one and do more of a congratulations or happy anniversary. It's got lots of versatility. And then when we bring in more luxury toppers, you've got some great ideas on how to use them in different ways. So that is that for September. September has 4 new classes, all on Zoom, and we are really excited to bring those to you. Breath, break. I'm going to take a sip of water. And this is where you really need to hang on to your hats, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 8 classes for October. We're going to start off with a class that I'm teaching. And this is something that I took as a trade show class and have modified it and really fallen in love with the technique. In this class, you're going to make 6 cards. We're going to do a little bit of ink blending, and then we are going to play with paint and stencils. So in your kit, you will get a black and a white Sizzix creamy acrylic paint, and you will get some embossing powder, and you'll get all the papers and the stencils and everything else. So this is called the Sunrise Sunset Paint Techniques with Sherry class. And that is focusing on the background. So this one I designed as a sunrise and really chose my colors based on that. I believe I put the colors I used in the product listing. So if you need to pick up some extra colors, this class is not until October 6th. So we can definitely get those supplies for you as you need it. This one, the kit is not quite ready yet. I have to do some die cutting and some prep for you guys. So if you are going to register for this class, please register as a separate transaction so that when it's ready, we can just get it out to you right away. So this is the sunrise. You can see there's a positive and a negative version of that. Then we have sunset. Again, it's going to be similar techniques, but I'm going to change things up a little bit as we go along. We will do the ink blending together as well. So if you are new to ink blending, don't worry about that at all. We'll go through all of that too. And then this is what I call moonlight. So we've got some darker blue colors. We could have called it twilight as well. But again, we're going to use some similar techniques, get lots of practice, but also learn some little twists as we go along. This class is on Thursday, October the 6th at 7 p.m., $30 per person. Replay will absolutely be available. Okay. The next class is for our scrapbookers. And I apologize, I do not actually have the sample layout done. This is a class that is based on a design from Simple Stories themselves. So I have the stuff. I just need to put the sample together. But if you are an outdoorsy person, if you have some great summer memories using this, summer memories of camping or traveling with your family, or if you just want something that maybe is a little bit more on the, I don't want to say grungy necessarily, but on the manly side, the Simple Vintage Lakeside line is perfect for that. And this is what this class is going to be based on. So you get two-page layouts. If you go online, you can probably see the pictures better. So there's some little snippets here that we got from Simple Stories. And once I do have those layouts, sample layouts done, they will be available in the store for you to check out. But if you like Simple Stories lines, especially the Simple Vintage, you know what? You shouldn't need to worry about what the actual layout looks like. These are going to be gorgeous. So again, two-page layouts. I'll share some extra tips. I'll probably, as I do my sample, there'll be little things that I change along the way. This will be on Thursday, October 13th at 7 p.m. for $35 per person. And you get all kinds of goodies in that kit. It's totally worth the ticket price. Class number 3 in October. This is another one where the kit is not quite ready. My order from the Crafters Workshop is shipping today. So once I get those goodies in, we'll be able to put the kits together. This is using Stardust Stencil Butter. Does that not just sound divine in and of itself? Stardust Stencil Butter. This is a class, and I think I showed you guys the samples from the class that I took just maybe last month or the month before, and I have modified them slightly for our purposes, but we're going to make 2 cards. And I'm going to show you how to use the paste. I'm going to show you how to do some simple foiling. We've got this one here with the adorable snowman. And then, because you know what, I know not all of you are card makers, but you know, holiday, we love to make cards. I'm also going to show you how to do the same techniques on a simple 1-page layout. So this is another combo class where you've got cards, you've got layout, you've got lots of ideas, and you will get a champagne stencil butter, you will get a platinum stencil butter, and you will get another amazing paste called Tacky When Dry, and all the supplies you need for this class. So this class, again, the kit is not ready yet as we're waiting for the product to arrive, but it will be held on Monday, October 17th, 7 p.m., $35 per person. And you are going to get a lot of product in your class kit, so you'll be able to make more and more and more. Even if you want to pick one design for your holiday cards this season, there's going to be so much for you to choose from and play with. All right. Next up, this one is going to be on Monday, October 24th. And I am going to bounce back and forth just a little bit for a second from dates, but this is a stencil class by Chris. And if you saw her learning live in July, where we were talking about going out of our comfort zone, Chris has fallen a little bit in love with Pink Fresh Studios. And I know she showed you some goodies or some techniques and some projects using the washi tape. Well, she came to me and said, I want to do something with the stencils. Pink Fresh has some amazing layered stencils, and she has all kinds of ideas on how to add value and teach you guys some great techniques. Now, we are still working on refining some of these samples, so they may not be exactly as you make them in the class, but you get the idea. So this is using the Painted Daisy stencil and die set from Pink Fresh Studios, and you will get both of those in your kit. What you will need to provide is ink. We'll give you lots of direction on that. Essentially, for the flowers, you need 4 colors. And if you have the Pink Fresh Studios mini cube inks, those are the best ones to have. Or the Hero Arts reactive inks that we showed you yesterday when Libby came and joined us for an amazing demo. And then you need a couple of greens, a light and a dark green. But, you know, we're happy to connect you with those. Like I said, you get the stencil and the die. Chris will also show you how to, she will show you some tips with the stamp set as well, though this stamp set is not included in your kit. We will have it in stock, absolutely. So this one is going to be on Monday, October 24th, 7 p.m., $35 per person. And like I said, the kits are not quite ready yet. The product came in really late, so Chris was able to pull these designs together before she went on vacation. But we haven't had a chance to kit it yet. So we will work on that and get it out to you in lots and lots of time before your class. And I'm seeing some really wonderful comments, and I apologize. I'm just kind of steamrolling through here. Thank you so much for your kind words. Like, my team is amazing, and I've given them some challenges, and I've put stuff in their hands that maybe they weren't always comfortable with, but they have totally knocked it out of the park. So thank you for your kind words. I will make sure that I share that with them if they're not watching already. And you know what? The best way you can thank them is sign up for their class and learn from them. All right, moving on into October. Back in March, and even before that, last October, I believe we did it, we had what we called a mega card day. So it was a full day of classes, and we are doing it again. So the first weekend in October is World Card Making Day. Due to conflicts in the calendar, we couldn't do our mega card making day on that day, but we're going to do it a little bit later in October. So we have 3, count them, 3 classes on Saturday, October 22nd. We're kicking off with a class from Darlene, and then I've got 2 classes back to back, and they are perfect if you want some completely different techniques and ideas for holiday card making. So we're going to start off with that class from Darlene called Distressed Vintage Cards. And let me tell you the story behind these cards. Way back in 2020, our team had decided that we were going to do a Christmas card class every single month of the year, because who does not need holiday cards? And we figured if we did a little bit at a time, then we can get lots of cards done by the end of the year. Well, poor Darlene drew the short straw unwittingly, and this was going to be our March class. And as you know, in March, everything kind of shut down. So as we were cleaning things up a few weeks ago, we're like, you know what? Let's bring this class back again. We never got to teach it. It's pretty much prepped and we're ready to go. We have had to make a few tweaks to this. So again, your designs may not be exactly as you're going to learn in class, but Darlene has so much to teach you. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So you are going to do some inking. You are going to play with doilies and lace ribbon. You are going to tear. You're going to do all kinds of techniques. You're even going to play with some paste. The paste is in your kit. Unfortunately, we couldn't get this stencil. There's going to be an alternate stencil for you. But you're going to learn so many techniques and have these really gorgeous vintage style cards ready for your stash. Now, again, because this is now 2.5 years in the making, we may not be able to get, or I can't even say we may not, we definitely cannot get this same product again, but we can absolutely find you alternatives if you want to make more. We can definitely hook you up with all of that good stuff. So this is our first class on Mega Card Day, Saturday, October 22nd, kicking off at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, $25 per person. All right, card class number 2 on Mega Card Day. This is one of those designs that I had in my head, and it turned out even better than what I had planned. So you will be getting a Sizzix die set in your kit. I believe it's called Spring Foliage, which is kind of funny that I'm now using it for holiday cards. But what is better than really classy silver and gold for your holiday cards? And you know what? If you don't want to use these for holiday, there are lots of ways just by swapping out the sentiment that you could make these into anniversary cards or birthday cards. You can take a lot of inspiration from these and change the season up. You can change the paper as well. And you know what? If you want something a little bit more traditional, you could do these exact same cards in reds and greens and have lots and lots to play with. So in this class, there are 6 cards. You'll get the paper. We're actually going to do the die cutting in class together. There's actually not a lot of die cutting, and given how fiddly some of these are, I do find it's easier that we do it in real time. So we will do all of that together. There'll be very little homework. This one is called the Silver and Gold Holiday Cards. It'll be at 1 p.m. on October 22nd, and it's $30 per person. Now, again, I still have to do some prep in terms of getting those kits ready, so these are not quite ready yet. Please make sure if you're registering for this class in particular, do it on a separate transaction. And then last but not least, on our Mega Card Day, so we've had vintage, we've had classy. Now we're going to take a whole left turn and do something very non-traditional. This was originally going to be called a blue Christmas class, but then when I looked at the colors I was playing with, it's actually blue and pink. So this is another one where we're going to be playing with a Wendy Vecchi stamp, stencil, and die set that you will get in your kit. We're going to be doing all kinds of stamping techniques. We're going to learn about masking, and we're going to learn about design. So using lots of non-traditional colors, I will list the colors of the inks that I'm using, but I absolutely love how these have turned out. And again, you could take these exact same designs, change them to more traditional colors, and you have a whole other set of ideas. So this one is called Blue and Pink Christmas, Sunday, October 22nd at 6 p.m. So we'll round out our Mega Card Making Day with this pretty non-traditional class, and it is $25 per person. So that has taken us most of the way through October. I do have one more announcement to share for October, and that is I am partnering again with Crafty Capers from BC and Scrap Addicts from Alberta, and we are doing another Lawn Fawn interactive collaboration class. We do not have the new product in hand yet, so I have not been able to design. We will be using stamps from the new release, which is coming on August 25th. So there will be fall cards. And yes, Ellen, before you even ask, there will be a Halloween card because I'm designing it. So you can thank me for that. There will be some Christmas cards, and there will be some winter cards as well. The interactive die that we are going to be focusing on for that class is the Pivot Pop-Up. This has been a long time favorite, and I remember a couple years back when they launched this one, everybody just kept walking around quoting Ross from Friends saying, "Pivot, pivot." And if you don't know that joke, just go on YouTube and watch the clip of them trying to move a sofa up a narrow staircase, and you will know what pivot is all about. So here's a sample card. This will not be one of the cards in the class, but I just want to show you how this mechanism works. Whoop. Pivot, pivot. So if you want to learn how to make this mechanism, if you want to play with Lawn Fawn goodies, then absolutely go and sign up for this class. The class is going to be on Sunday, October 30th, so just before Halloween. The first class is going to be, and I've got to do my math here because I know the first class is 9:30 Pacific, so that means it's 12:30, just after lunch, 12:30 Eastern time. And there will be 3 classes throughout the afternoon. Each one of us is making 2 cards, plus we're going to throw in some naked pieces. And by that, I just mean some white pieces for the mechanism, so you can take notes, you can highlight, you can mark up your sample and keep it for reference. So in reality, you're getting 6 fully decorated cards plus a 7th, which is actually the first warm-up card to really master this amazing mechanism. Okay, so that takes us through October. Is everybody tired? Is everybody ready? Are you energized? Are you excited to take some classes? Well, I'm going to share one more class with you, and then we can call it a day. I do have the first of our November classes already locked, loaded, and kitted. And this class is designed, that was actually a suggestion from my girlfriend Barb, who loves to mass produce. She likes to get lots and lots of cards done really fast, really easy. So we're going to make 50 cards, 50. Now, I'm going to be totally transparent. We're not making all 50 in a 2.5-hour class, but I'm going to show you how to take a 6x6 pad. You're going to get this Christmas Salutations mega pad in your kit, and I'm going to show you how to sort, how to cut, how to design, so that we're going to actually, I think we're going to do 6 or 7 cards, and then you will just make multiples of the same card, but we will absolutely get 50 cards out of this one little pad of paper. You will also get some enamel dots that coordinate, but you can absolutely add your own bling as well. And when I tell you we're making 50 cards, I have made all 50 cards. So I can tell you with 100% certainty that 50 cards is possible. Now, these are not on card bases yet, so the pile will get even stronger, even thicker. But just to show you some of the designs here, and you know what? Some of them are a little bit on the simple side, but when you are mass producing, you want to get it done. So we will go through how to sort all your papers, how to look at your papers. So if you want to use a different pad, I'll tell you about my process. I'll tell you how I designed these and really give you some great ideas on pumping out and pushing out 50 holiday cards, and it just goes on and on. So lots and lots of great samples. So this class is on, and now that I've taken it out of my brochure, I do not remember. One second here. See if I can find my rough copy. Anyways, it's on the website. It's the first Thursday in November. I cannot remember the date, and the price will be on there as well. Like I said, you get a full mega pad, you get the enamel dots, and you get the 50 card bases. So for those of you who like to mass produce, we will get her done. All right, folks, that is that. Thank you so much for joining me today. All of these classes that I've talked to you about today are up on the website, so you can go and register. Please do take note of those few that do not have kits ready yet. We will get them done as quickly as possible, and definitely definitely get them to you in lots of time for your class. But just, supply chains and timing and, vacations and stuff like that kind of got in the way. So we will get these all ready for you. If you have suggestions on classes that you'd like to see, and I know I've asked that before, and I do have a list up on my bulletin board in my office at home with other ideas that you guys have shared. We have really tried to cover a wide variety of projects and samples, and we've heard you would like some foiling classes. That's definitely on the list. Darlene is in the process of designing a planner class, and we've got more card classes to come, and lots of techniques and lots of learning and lots of inspiration. So you know what, guys, we hope we have you covered, and we always welcome your feedback. All right, go enjoy the rest of your lunch, enjoy the rest of your day, sign up for some great inspiration, and thank you for your time and your support. Have a good one, everyone.